Shabbat Shalom. May you be inscribed in the book of life for a good year.
Same unto you.
Take this time to welcome in all our listeners, those that's in Israel, those that's in Canada, and those that's in the Philippines, and also in the USA, and where you might be picking us up on the internet. Enter into our house, where our motto is, come one, come all, let us build our future upon the foundation of peace and love. Shalom Ve'ahava. And upon these two principles, when we learn how, as a race of people, or as a humanity and whole, and we got to get past that, then are we ready for Yah's kingdom. And all those who are able to do those things will make it. You know, right now we have so many different things that teach against that. You know, and hating somebody else, wanting to destroy somebody else, want to do those things there, till you just can't. And we learn small, to have these things, and things just can't operate and stay like that. They just can't. And it's going to be the end of all mankind. We continue on in that realm. So y'all give us these feast days. Y'all give us these times and everything for us to learn about Him, get adopted to His plans. See? Because His way and His plan is the coming kingdom.
Amen.
And if we don't learn how to fit in, it's easy to fit out. Because you're going to be eliminated. Okay? And so Yah would like for all humans to be alive and to not to be done, but unfortunately, it just ain't going to qualify. It just ain't going to qualify. And therefore, what is required of us and those things there is a qualification. Special shout out to our sister and brother that's up in Carmel, to Asher and his family, and a special prayer for them that Yah will give them a speedy recovery, and that Yah would not only help with my sister as well, that she might be comforted, and during this particular time that we might all have a favorable results and be inscribed in the book, and not only that, but have a favorable time to exist. All right. So let's get our tally talks. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitzenu b'mitzvotav b'tzivanu lachit latif b'zitzit. Blessed be the Lord our God, King of the universe. We are sanctified by the commandments, and commandments concerning wrapping ourselves in tzitzit. Now, when as the rest will stand, you should be near a songbook or a piece of paper that have page 350 on it, or have a folder. I know some of these things are new to people, and we just ask you to tolerate our rules and regulations, and get around to it. We will explain to you why these things are necessary, and all these things that we do has a purpose and a plan for us. See? And if you want that same blessing and the prosperity, you'll do it too. And that's what it's all about. Our women are 19 and up. Our men are 19 and up. Youth is 12 to 18. And all is all who can read. I'll have a share in with this. I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of Yah. Women,
come, my spirit, God. Stop the turning inside of me. Caused by the rush of getting everyone fed and here quiet my confusion, Yah. And all the tensions of getting here. I know I made the effort because I really do need you. Yah, speak to me in the quietness.
In this case with thanksgiving and unto his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him and bless his name, for the Lord is good. Men, I am thankful, Yah, for what we have. But this week has been so hectic, and it seems that no matter how hard I work and how well I plan, there's always something I didn't plan on, and there isn't enough time to go around. Forgive me, Yah, for letting word get in the way of my gratitude. You are good to us, Yah. We do have so much to praise you for. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord all lands. Serve Yah with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Youth,
it's hard to sing so early in the morning. It's hard to come up with gladness too sometimes. It wasn't so easy to read this weekend school. It's especially hard to
It's hard to sing.
This word is not very clear. It seems like I can't do much change things. But I know that it's just because the problem is so close to me that I can't see the answer. But I know that you're the answer, and for that I'll sing with my whole heart. Hallelujah.
Maybe so fast. You gotta
They want
be the seat on together.
Yah my shepherd, I shall not want. He make me to lie down in green pastures. He restores my soul. All. Restore my soul, O Yah, and renew a right spirit within me. Make me to hear joy and gladness, that the bones which you have broken may rejoice. Cast me not away from your presence, and take not your Holy Spirit from me. Restore to me the joy of your salvation, and uphold me with your free spirit. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I'm going to ask you to now turn to face the holy city in this direction here. For our opening tefillah, our opening prayer, for our Kohen Baraka, and the Shema in Hebrew.
And all those is in their folders as well.
Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King and ruler of the universe. Father, we give it today. Thank you for your health and strength. Thank you for those who have made up their minds to want to follow you. And we just ask that you would bless them and give them desires of their heart. And as we have tailored our hearts and our desires to the things that is pleasing in your sight, we also ask that you would bless the sick that is among us, give healing where it is needed. Heal up our bodies, our soul bodies, and those things there, that we might go forth and be healed, that we can go forth and talk to those and to administer and do your work and the things that you have asked us to do. And because we want to be amongst those that show forth your saving help. We look at you for our healing. We know nothing is impossible with you, whether it is physical healing or whether it is spiritual healing or whether we need of both. And we know that no disease or anything is above you, and you know all these things, and therefore we just look up to you for it. I want to take this time to thank you for those whom you are raising up, and that and for your special protection, and that you grant to each and every one of us, that we might go forth and be the people that you want us to be, and that we might be identified and as special people that you are setting forth in this world today. We pray for the peace at Ruth's life. We ask you to bless and to prosper her. Keep our leaders strong. Keep our sisters and brothers safe there, as well as us safe here. Bless my mouth. Bless our ears. Those things we can say be what you want me to say, that we might add to our knowledge. And be not amongst your people that perish for lack of knowledge, not knowing what you're doing in these last days. All these blessings I ask in thy son's name, Yahshua HaMashiach, the man whose name is the branch. Amen.
Amen.
This particular time you should be near a Bible, preferably the complete Jewish Bible for our Kohen Baraka, which is found on page 153. If you don't have that, that's Numbers, the 6th chapter. I will read the 23rd verse, and then you can read according to 24 through the 27th together. Speak to Aaron and his sons, and tell them that this is how you are to bless the people of Israel. You are to say unto them all together, Yivareka Adonai v'yishmerecha. May Adonai bless you and keep you. Yahweh Adonai Panav Elecha v'yishmerecha. May Adonai make his face shine on you and show you his favor. Yisra Adonai Panav Elecha v'yishmerecha. Shalom. May Adonai lift up his face toward you and give you peace. In this way, they are to put my name on the people of Israel, so that I will bless them. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. And you to join with the Shema in Hebrew. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod, Malakuto, Leolam, Vayeh, Be'ahata, Ilameleka, Birkal Vaka, Ulkal Nashika, Now, if you will get your Bibles and turn to page 204 in the complete, which is Deuteronomy, the 6th chapter, 4 through the 9th verse will be what we'll be reading. The first two verses, 4 and 5, is what we said in the Ivrit or the Hebrew. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear Israel, Adonai God, Adonai is one, and you love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your being, and all your resources. These words which I am ordering you today are to be on your heart, and you are to teach them carefully to your children. You're to talk about them when you sit at home, when you're traveling on the road, when you lie down, and when you get up. Tie them on your they shine. Put them at the front of the headband around your forehead, and write them on the door frames of your house and on your gates. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
I also ask you to go to page 1279 in the complete. Which is Mark, the 12th chapter, 28 to the 31st verse, and see what the Mashiach had to say concerning the same subject. One of the Torah teachers came up and heard them engage in this discussion. Seeing that Yeshua answered them well, he asked him,
Which is the most important mitzvah of them all?
Yeshua answered, the most important is Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one, and you are to love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your understanding, and with all your strength. The second is this: you are to love your neighbor as yourself. There is no other mitzvah greater than these. Hallelujah! 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 One of the big things that is asked is, who is my neighbor? See? Who is my neighbor? And when we get that answered and understand that there, then we are well on our way to be able to fulfill that. But if you don't know who your neighbor is, how can you fulfill that?
That's right.
All right. Our song, Rend Your Hearts and Not Your Garments, this is our theme song for these days here as we are going through the time of Yeshua.
Remain standing.
One of the things that we have to learn and to ask ourselves, what are we after? What's important to us? Sometimes we want comfort, we want this, and we want that. And hey, therefore, when we first come here and all like that, we didn't have no seats like you got there now. Those are the first here. They'll tell you, we didn't have that time. We had them good old hard chairs. Hardback wood.
Did you bring your own pillow?
Yeah, you had to yeah.
And you was here all whole day.
And didn't have no air conditioning either.
No air conditioning.
No air conditioner. Oh, no.
No.
In Oklahoma? No air conditioner?
No, we didn't have no air conditioning.
Back to school in one room in a blanket. In the wintertime.
But the point of it is that what value do you place on your salvation? Everything's got to be exactly like you want it?
No.
See, that's the trick of the enemy. That's the trick of the enemy. If it ain't just like I want it, but I guarantee you go other places and other things and you stay out there in all kinds of situations. I don't know, I go out there to the football game out there and everything, and let me tell you, it's cold out there.
Raining too sometimes.
And boy, they'll be out there hollering, oh, man. That's right. And then complain about the cold. Yeah, that's right. Steam coming from the roof. Hey. We didn't complain about it. Man, we had the stadium where we was at, man. The seats was brick. Y'all, yeah, right. And so you know when it get cold, you know what the bricks do.
Yeah, cold.
So by the time you done sat down there and kind of got it warm, but everything, then you hop up, touchdown or something, you know. And by the time you go back to sit back down again, that day about to drop back down again. But did we complain about that?
No.
Did we do her?
No.
Why? Because it would work what we wanted to do. It was what we wanted to do. But now, for us, everything got to be exactly right. Can't have no discomfort. Can't have no That's bad, dear folks. If all salvation means to you is out there, everything's got to be, hey, that's terrible. You might not did on like that, but you did on some other stuff there. Hey, when you went to the basketball, man, you go in there, man, the steam in that basketball, in that gym, and then be so hot in that bad boy, and that rolling off there and everything. And there you was right there and there. I'm saying this to say this here. We'll put up with those things if we put the value on it. If you don't put the value on these things here, any little excuse, come up. Bam! That's justification. Don't let the enemy cheat us like that. Dear folks, our salvation is worth everything. You hear me? And it's going to cost you everything. And if you ain't willing to do that there, you're not going to make it. As I said before, because Yah is giving up his prize gift. And he don't want no headaches forever. He don't want no headaches forever.
Because he said he ain't gonna have it.
Huh?
That's why he closed out the garden.
That's exactly right. And that's the proof that we know that they ain't gonna do it because he kicked them out.
So did.
Said, no, you ain't coming back in here and grab all this here and be in this state here forever. No, I'm not gonna put up with that. Out of here. God, get out there and guard that place. Make sure that they don't come in here. He's the same God. He ain't got no dumb. We better wisen up. Stop letting the enemy trick us. But unfortunately, there's a lot of people who think that they know the God and are acquainted with the God, with the true God, and they're not. And that's the sad part. Whoever you place your hope in, that's the end result of what you're going to get. If you place your hope in those things, in that which is faint and void and is pagan, is not true, that's the end result of it. I don't care how faithful you is with it. You just chose the wrong choice. Mm-hmm. And there are a lot of people who are making that bad choice. Mm-hmm. Psalm 68:4, he has a name. Just like you got a name. And you like for people to call you by your name. I know children is that way, but they'll correct you in a minute. My name ain't so and so and so. My name. Yeah, they'll let you know that they're quick. Sometimes I go down to a family reunion down there and so a lot of them these young children, I can't keep up with them, man. You know, hey, you know, and I'll fool around calling on. I ain't got my name. Shoot, I'll even that bad with my own children. Calling one name, like, I ain't never my name, that's so. So names are important. So people say, names don't matter. Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they tell me all the time about that. They say, it don't matter how, if I call him Jesus, if I call him Lord, he still answers. If I call him this, I call him that. If I just call him this, come and help me, he'll answer.
They don't know him, do they?
No, they don't.
But that's not. But that, you know, we don't like to do that. We don't like to respond. Why would we think that our God would? See? So, people, if you think so, then call him boy and see how they act. See? So, names are important. Names are given to us, and therefore there's a reason for it. You know, and it shows respect by acknowledging, calling by their name. See? Psalm 68:4, it says here, sing to God, sing praises to his name, extol him who rides on the clouds, by his name, Yah. What we have up on our banner of truth here, Y-A-H, Yah. That's his name. God is not his name. There, for a long time, I thought God was his name.
Yeah, because I thought Jesus' name was Jesus and his middle name was Christ.
Yeah, because every time somebody's cussed, they say, oh, Jesus Christ. I say, oh, they're taking God's name in vain. You know.
But here, if you say God, you haven't said his name. That's a title. Just like president. That's a title. That's not his name. No. It's President Trump. See? Not just president by itself. See? Therefore, yeah, and we got about 1 or 2, 3, 4 people that responds now to the name president that was there. So you have to need to put it right now which one you're talking about and everything. See? So it says here, extol who rides on the clouds by his name Yah, and be glad in his presence. Why do y'all want us glad in his presence?
Really happy.
Can serve him being all
We're his image.
Yeah, why do you think he wants to be glad in his presence?
you know, you're gonna soon get bored and you're gonna be seeking after something else.
There you go. And another thing, have you ever thrown anything? Have you ever had any part? You ever thrown anything there and invited people over there, and they come over there and they don't seem to be enjoying themselves? They seem to be sad. How did it make you feel?
I didn't want to be there.
How do you think it make you feel?
Not good.
You don't feel good about that. It's not a good feeling, you know, when you invite people over something and everything, and hey, and they let you know that, hey, I don't want to be here. How much more, Yah, okay, whom we're trying to petition him to give us something that he prizes and that's great, and then you gonna come in there and sit up there like you. I don't want to be here. I'm glad when this is over with. As if you got something more important to do. Yeah, I can go do this and I got it. That's more important. So y'all should say, well, go ahead and do it. Get out of my face. And by the way, that little breath that I gave you, come on back.
I want it back.
How far you think you'll make it after that?
Fall dead in your tracks. Sure will.
See? This breath that we got and everything here, that spark of life and everything, he gave that to each and every one of us. And he just asked for it back. I'll take it back. You ain't got to ask you for it. That's the God we're serving, dear folks. Yeah. I remember I got a call from one guy a few years ago. And he called and said, you have to pay me that money you got from drugs that you got. I said, what you talking about? Man, you don't get my drugs and think you ain't gonna pay me for it and all that stuff. I said, you know who you talking to? Yeah, I know who I'm talking to. I know I got your address, I got your phone number and all like that. And he said, if you don't pay it up and everything, then pay your bill up and everything over there. He said, me and my gang, boy, we gonna come over your house, we gonna shoot up your house and everything. Well, you know, I had tried to talk nice to him, you know. Then I got to the point, I said, whoa, wait a minute. I said, I done told you that you got me wrong. I'm not that person. I said, besides that, I said, I don't do drugs and I don't like folks that do drugs. I said, as far as you coming over with your boys, y'all coming over to my house to get me and everything, now, let me tell you something. My boys don't have to come over to your house when I'm at. I said, the one that I serve, he can get you while you're on your way over here. You don't even never make it over here. And all your boys with you. I have to admit, I don't know, it must have been something I said and all that, but he said, oh, man, I'm sorry, man. He said, hey, I said, hey, I told you that you got me wrong there. I don't do that. I said, you got the wrong person there and all that. He said, well, I'm sorry, man. He said, I won't be bothering you no more. We ain't headed over to your house no more and everything there and all that. I said, okay. I said, but as far as, you got your boys? I said, I got my boys. And there's some bad characters. One of them boys I'm talking about killed 186,000 men in one night.
In one night. Angel. With a soul. So
Now that's a bad boy there.
Bet you know.
186,000 men in one night. And I'm just one. And there's a whole army.
Like that.
But we don't practice that. That's what I told him. I said, I'm not into that deal. I'm not into those things here. We teach peace and love. See? And that's all we're all about. But here, I just said that to say this here. If you knew the importance of who you are, you would be glad to be in his presence. So, because we look up to him for those things. And that's what he wants. And for us. Who is this God we're talking about? The 8th verse says, the earthquake and rain poured from the sky at the presence of God. Even Sinai shook at the presence of God. Now, what they don't understand is that when God himself, and a lot of folks say, well, God wants to come down here. And for me to do that, God himself wants to come down here and tell me, you don't even know what the word you're saying when you say that.
Don't have a clue.
How in the world you going to stand the true God? When the sun itself, which is a high thing, and if you look at it too long, it'll blind you, ruin your eyes. And he's way brighter than that. The whole mountain range shook when he came down. But it all reacted to it. And he says, don't think that you're going to be that brave. Don't think that you can do those things. Yeah. I heard people say, well, I ain't scared of nothing. I ain't scared of nothing. I don't say that. There are some things I'm scared of. I give no shoulders his territory. Y'all understand what I mean when I say no shoulders? I'm talking about snakes. I don't fool with snakes. Now, there are some people, they can play around with snakes. I hate it. I don't play with no snakes. I remember when I was out one time out in the field out there, and the guys, they like to play with those snakes and everything there. And he come out there, and so they went out there and went out there and caught that snake and everything. And I told him, I said, look, I saw him here kind of from. I said, look, right now. And I was serious, man. I was playing. I said, look, don't play with me with no snake. I said, I don't play. Don't be, because they like to play jokes and stuff. And the kid, I said, don't play with me with no snake. Because let me tell you something. I will hurt you.
You and the snake both be laying there.
So they got, oh, okay, man. I said, I'm just letting you know. I said, because, hey, you get around there, you get too close, and you be playing something. But I ain't going to be playing. I'm going to be serious. So I'm going to put I'm going to try to do all my best to put some tremendous hurt on you. Because I don't want you ahead of time. So here, he says here, even Sinai shook at the presence of God. The God of Israel. That's our God. And if your God is not the God of Israel, you are worshiping a false and idol God, and you will perish with your God. And there are going to be a lot of folks perish with their God. Okay? Because they ain't going to give them up. Okay? And if you don't, you will perish with them. Therefore, it's good to know. But just knowing His name is just the beginning of it. See? Isaiah 43, here has an expectation for us. And here is where we get into the problem. We have this thing backwards. And you'd be surprised how that is integrated in us. Isaiah 43, you are my witnesses, Adonai, and my servants, whom I have chosen. Got this thing just opposite. We're His servants, not the other way around. Servant don't come up telling the master what to do. It's the other way around, right? The master commands the servant. Lord, I don't like this here. I don't like the way this is going here. I don't like the way that's going there. Who are you to be telling the master? See? So that you can know and trust me and understand that I am He. I don't care what you say. Hey, I believe that you're they. I believe that you're more than just one. Well, okay. You just don't qualify. You know? No God will reduce before me, nor will any be after me. Yes, I am Adonai. I'm the owner. Besides me, there is no deliverer. I have declared, said, and proclaimed not some alien God among you. Therefore, you are my witnesses, Adonai. I am God. And if you can't fulfill the purpose of what He needs us for and what He chose us for, what do He need you for? See? We get that thing mixed up. The enemy gets this thing all mixed up and gets us all charged up and all on. And we get that thing all screwed up, and then we start thinking we're more than what we are. See? But He's the God of Israel. You have all these, you say, well, what's that? Why that's about? Because you have all these other folks bragging. The God of this, the God of that, the God of this and that. They all brag about their gods. See? It'll let you know who is the true God. And if you don't get with Him, if you don't submit yourself to Him, you're in trouble. See? And whatever it takes to do that there is worth it. See? And it takes some special people to do that. Isaiah 44, 6-8. Thus says Adonai, Israel's King and Redeemer, Adonai Zebaoth, I am the first and I am the last. Besides me, there is no God. Did you get that? I've got to believe that. You've got to believe that. And it's true whether or not we believe it or not. The only true God is the God of Israel. You can run off somewhere else and go follow some other God and everything, but you are still not going to, hey, you're not going to get the salvation. I ain't got to do it that way. I can go do it this way. I can go, who told you you could? Where you get that from? The enemy is the one that tell you those things. he says here that I am the first and I am the last. Besides me, there is no God. So you can run wherever you want to, go on where you want to, go somewhere else and all that. Hey, but if you're going to be saved and everything there, it's the God of Israel. Who is like me? Let him speak out. Let him show me clearly what has been happening since I set up eternal people. Let him foretell future signs and events. Don't be frightened. Don't be afraid. Didn't I tell you this long ago? I foretold it, and you are my witnesses. What kind of witness are you if you can't even meet his appointment? Meet his moedines. That means his appointed time that he set. Okay? He said on the Shabbat, we have to have a holy convocation.
Amen.
You can't even meet for an appointment there. You can't meet. Okay? And how you going to be a witness for him?
Right.
Okay. Not doing what you want to do. Doing what he want to do. That's how we become his witness.
Amen.
I foretold, and you are my witnesses. Is there any God besides me? Israel, is there any God beside our God?
No. I know not any.
Israel, is there any God beside our God?
No.
I know not any.
It says, is there any God besides me? He said, there is no other rock. I know of none. And if our God don't know of any, that means that no other God exists except that one. And if you're going to get salvation, you're going to have to go and get it from him. See? All these other places, yeah, there's many places you can run to and go forth, but they're not going to get you salvation. Okay? Yeah. And this is what we're got to understand and come to that understanding. Well, I got Jesus. Huh? Let's go there. See? Let's go there. John 5:30. If we're talking about the same man, I want you to really listen to what this man had to say. Not what you have pictured in your mind, and not what people have pictured in you and lied to you and told you about. If you have a red letter Bible or something like that there, this is supposed to be, it's supposed to have these things all laid out, and this is supposed to be what he's saying here. We know that Jesus is not his name, but in case if we're talking about the same one here, look what he says. I can't do a thing on my own. As I judge, and my judgment is right, because I don't seek my own desire. Now let me tell you something, dear folks. If this man, who's a great man, didn't seek his own desire, what makes you think you got a right to do it? What makes you think I have a right to do it? Everything got to go the way I want it to go. I like it this way. Who cares about what you like? Really? Who cares about what I like? When Yeshua, that's his Hebrew name, he came to the Father, and it was time for him to die for our sin. You think he liked that?
No.
How many of y'all know he didn't like that?
He did.
Raise your hand if y'all that know. How many of y'all know that he did not like that? How do you know he didn't like it?
He said, Father, is there any other way?
That's right, and he went more than one time to the Father and asked him about it.
3 times.
And each time the Father told him, I don't care nothing about your likes. That's why he said here, I didn't come out and do my own desire. And he said that. He said, nevertheless,
Not my will,
not what I'm liking, not what I want,
but your will.
but your will be done. Now, if he did that to an obedient son that never failed him, and just think about how you are, what makes you think you got a right to get everything the way you want it? Yeah. Dear folks, it's the enemy that has misused us and got us all thinking all this kind of stuff here. And we got to alter that. Listen, we're the one that's coming up short. Okay? But blessed be those, this is the time that we're dealing with, that we can get past those things if we will listen. He says here, because I don't seek my own desire, but the desire of the one who sent me. Let's get rid of that whole thing. I gotta have things the way I want it. It's gotta be the way I like it. You gotta get rid of that. And if you can't get rid of that there, you're not gonna be saved. Oh, how you know that? Because he just got to telling you. He said that I'm the way, the truth, and the life. That way means that I'm showing you which way to do it. And you got to have this attitude. Any other attitude, you're not going to make it. Okay? That's a fact. Okay? That we can't get around. Why? Because John 14:28. I know what the world says. I know what the Christian world says. They teach you the Trinity. And they say, wait a minute. Jesus is God the Father, He's God the Son, and He's God the Holy Ghost. All three of them. No, He's not. No, He's not. If He was God, what are He doing? Whose desires is He following in? How can He make that statement? I'm not doing my own will. I'm not following my own desire. Well, who's the desire? He told me. He said, I'm following the one that sent me. Well, who sent Him then?
Father sent.
No, but He's God. He is God the Father. The Trinity says.
No, He's not. That's what they say.
Oh, well, the Trinity said. You is God the Father.
Saying that He sent Himself.
Yeah. That would be ridiculous for him to say, I didn't come down to do my own desire. But I came down to do the desire of the one that sent me, and that's the Father. And oh, by the way, I am the Father, so therefore all that stuff I said don't make no sense. That's what the Trinity gets for people that believe that. And Satan sitting back and laughing at you, making fun of you. People are sincere about that Trinity. Yeah, Trinity forever, boy. They're dragging out and she's still out. Trinity forever. But hear what he says here. And believe what he says. He says here, I'm leaving and I'll come back to you. If you love me, you would have been glad that I'm going to be the Father.
No.
Yes, he says, I'm going to the Father. Because the Father is greater than I. And the Trinity says, you are lying. How can the Father be greater than you when you is the Father? And that's why, dear folks, we are not Christians. Because the Trinity is they tell you that is the fundamental belief. The fundamental belief of Christianity, see, is the Trinity. And I don't believe that. We don't accept that. And besides that, he says, I am the God of Israel. He didn't say I'm the God of Christians. He didn't say that.
Well, when they read that area, when they say, well, God so loved the world, and He sent His only God Son, that's what they get that from.
He did. He loved the world. He did. That means that everybody have an opportunity.
All right.
See? But He has rules and regulations for you to follow. And we're going to talk about a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about that today.
Okay.
In our Parasha. So this is what we got to understand and follow through on that end. And if we don't, we're just going to come up short. And we're going to miss out on that end. And if it's worth that there, then good. But what if you die? At the end of it? Is death the end of it? Well, it could be the end.
Some people can't be.
See?
They will be.
It could be the end of your hope. But it don't necessarily mean the end of your life. Why? Because there's a such thing as a resurrection. And let me tell you something, dear folks. You don't have to be good to be resurrected. That's what I had to learn. I had to be corrected and learn that time. I thought that, boy, only good people be resurrected. No. Bad people be resurrected too. Read it in there and you'll see. Not only is it good, but why are you going to be resurrected is the thing. One is going to be resurrected for good, and the other is going to be resurrected for some bad. So don't let no people lie and tell you that. People get that right now. You got these kids going out shooting up schools and shooting up this and all that there, and then turn it on themselves. This boy down at the what did the arcade game, what was the name? The game down in Florida, I think it's down in Florida.
The tournament.
That tournament down there. He went down there and because I guess they didn't turn out the way he wanted everything in. When got his gun in, shot up a bunch of folks, then turned the gun and shot his own, killed himself.
Video game.
Yeah, the video game, right.
Over a video game. I know I'm saying over a video game.
But they think people, you got guys to do that now. They'll go, like, I'm going to go shoot up the school and stuff, or I'm going to go do this and then I'll kill myself. Ain't nothing they can do about it. Ain't nothing they can do to me and all like that. Hey, but that don't mean that's the end of you. So somebody have gotten their minds all twisted up and all like that, and they think, but hey, resurrection, bring that person back and say, oh no, you got to face this. Yeah? Y'all have some punishment for them that think that they're getting by with doing those things. So we need to be very cautious about what we do. But we need to be cautious about what we join ourselves through and all those things here. Because we might get away from man's judgment and justice, but you can't get away from Yah's. Death is not the end of it until He says so. And that's called resurrection. We go to John 6. $38. Remember how I read over there to you about he said, who sent him? Here is what he gives the answer here. For I have come down from heaven to do not my own will, but the will of the one who sent me. And this is the will of the one who sent me, that I should not lose any of all those that He has given me, but should raise them up on the last day. What are we raising them from? See? Yeah. They done slept. They died. But on the last day. Yes, this is the will of my Father, that all who see the Son and trust in him should have eternal life, and that I should raise them up on the last day. Now, that was 2,000 years ago when he was saying those things. We're that much closer to the last day. Yeah, folks. Yes.
I had a thought, might be kind of crazy, but it gave to me. When y'all sure came down from heaven, then who was still up there? Because if y'all came down, this whole world would be destroyed.
Of course.
So, it's a difference between the Father and the Son.
Of course it is. Like, who's he talking to? And that voice that came down. I mean, there's a lot of things, But like I say, people don't read their Bibles. People don't read their Bibles. Christianity is the worst of all the religions upon the earth that go by their holy scriptures. Christianity is the worst.
They go see entertain. They go to listen. They don't read study.
Mm-hmm.
They have listened to what the preacher says. Whatever he said.
Some of them, I go by the Spirit. The Spirit that leads me and everything.
And like turn green, the Spirit say go back home.
Yeah. So we set criteria up and then we place them in that. Therefore, we see that that's the way that it is on that end there. So today our sister's gone, and also we see that the other one too is not here for our banner intro. Huh? Oh, you want to? Okay, all right then. All right then. Thank you then, because I was the Bible. Okay. All right, we have Sister Taylor to come forth then, and with the banner intro, and our song will be "Zealous Over Zion."
Shalom, everybody. Ensign of his glory. He that has an ear, what the Spirit is saying to the churches. Isaiah 62, 10 and 12. Pass through the gates. Prepare the way for the people. Build up the highway. Remove the stones. Rise a banner for the nations. The Lord has made proclamation to the ends of the earth. Say to the daughters of Zion, see, your Savior comes. See, his reward is with him, and his recompense accompanies him. They will be called the holy people, the redeemed of the Lord. The banner which Yah gave represents Jerusalem and her king, the man whose name is the branch. Zechariah 6:12 and 13. Isaiah 18:3. All ye inhabitants of the world and dwellers on the earth, see ye when he lifted up an ensign on the mountain, and when he bloweth a trumpet, hear ye.
We have our Israel update. Very important. We need to understand the times that we're in, what we should be going forth and doing, and the seriousness of the time. You know, sometimes, we just kind of float along and we don't see the seriousness of things, and that's a bad situation to be in. A lot of people are just laying back, well, I got time, But we have to take advantage of all the things that we're doing, and if you believe in a certain thing, you'll have to put those things into action, and you got to show forth, and you got to put forth some effort to do those things there. And so we had a trip to Mississippi, down to the house of Israel Hebrew Culture Center in Braxton, Mississippi. And we had a good time down there. We had a chance to go down and fellowship and be with our brothers down there, and Rabbi Divine celebrating 63 years of service. 63 years. See? In a few more days, he'll be 92 years old.
Wow.
See, and he says he ain't giving up. So in anything that we do forth, we got to learn how to get along with one another. And we got to mend fences, and we got to mend those things, and we got to, we can't stay isolated off to ourselves and think this is going to be it. See? How you going? I ain't got nothing to do with them. I don't have nothing to do with them. But I'm going to go on wrong over here, and I'm going to have something to do with it there. How you think that's going to work? How you think that's going to work? Therefore, that can't work. I don't like the way they do things, and I can't get along. We can't get along. We got to do everything the same way, We don't sing the same way on the land, but hey, but we can get along with one another. Okay? There's 12 tribes of us. And we're a branch of Jerusalem. And we have to learn how to get along with all of them because there's 12 gates to that city.
Yes, it is.
See? That's what we see on our banner of truth there. And you count those divisions there. It's 12 of them, which represents the whole 12 tribes of Israel. And Jerusalem has to be accommodated to all of them. And we will be. See? And therefore, really enjoyed myself there, and we really enjoyed ourselves, and y'all blessed us for a safe trip down there and a safe trip back, and those things there. And so we're working at getting together with one another and learning. And we got to learn how to do that. That's part of the teshuva. If we can't get along with one another, how in the world that's going to work? See? Husband and wife, they mad at each other, sitting over there mad at each other and can't do anything. But we're all going to be in the kingdom. How that's going to work? God, no, that ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. I'm sitting over there, I'm mad at you because you're a different color than I am and all that. That ain't going to work.
No, that ain't going to work.
Okay, thank you.
It ain't going to work. Therefore, we all got to come together and learn those things. And this is the time for us to do it during the time of Teshuvah, to work at those things there, to work at those things that cause us to be isolated and all those things. And you will find the root of those things. God is not the author of confusion. So it is Satan that is the author of that.
Yes.
He don't want us to get together. He don't want you to. You understand? We got to work at that. See? Husband and wife got to work at becoming one. See? And therefore, all these things work together. Another thing that's happening in the world that is affecting, as you see what happens in Israel, so goes the world. President Trump cut out all of funding to the UN RWA. See, that is United Refugee and Work Organization, and is actually for the Palestinian refugees. He cut it all out. See? First of all, he held back 65 million, and in January he gave him 60 and told him, hey, if you don't get your act together and you don't straighten up things and all out there and let fall in line, we'll consider whether or not we're going to get the next cut. And so They didn't get their act together, so they said, hey, nip it. We ain't giving them that, and we ain't giving no more to them. And now they're all hollering and upset and all that thing, you know. Hey, but he gave him a chance. He told him. And so, some things you better leave the president, better leave Trump alone. Trump a bad boy now.
Yeah.
See? He'll do some stuff now. So he,
Bad doing it, don't bad doing it.
yeah. He said, no, don't give them nothing. Cut it all off. And boy, they're hopping and hollering and everything. Let them other folks do it. Hey, we've been doing it long enough and everything there. And then we ain't got no say so about it. We can't talk and say nothing there. And we giving the most money and all that there. No. You know? So now that they're all upset about what we're going to do about this or what we're going to do about that, hey, you made that decision. See? What did old folks say? You know? You make that bed hard, you got to lie in it. Okay? So let's don't make bad decisions for ourselves, you know. But it seems like the world is doing those things there. Israel have told Iran we're on the verge of something happening now.
Wow.
Israel has been telling Iran that we don't want you in Syria. You're too close to us. Guess what? Iran said, "Oh, we pay no attention to what y'all got to say." Yeah, Iran is building missiles base, a new missile base in Syria. They said, "We ain't going nowhere." So this thing is getting serious here, folks. We're getting out serious. Because they will say, we are not going to allow you to stay there. And they're already building. So you know what that means? Someone will have to help them. Someone will have to help them. World War I and World War II got started.
Less than that.
Yes.
Yeah, I think World War I started with the assassination of one of their princes, and then World War II started with a similar situation where the Kaiser went over and did something.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't see them running. Hey, easy. We've got a world war just over simple stuff. And dear folks, another world war, everybody's going to be affected. Y'all hear me?
Yes.
Everybody's going to be affected. It's because the weapons that we have nowadays. It ain't like before where you sit over there and all that. No. Now they got weapons now that reach out to everybody, everywhere.
Well, you're going to take signs somewhere.
America has weapons that can reach anywhere and get you anywhere.
So do Iran.
Russia has the same thing.
So do Iran.
See? And these other people have it.
Yeah.
India.
India, that's right. And Pakistan.
So, dear folks, we are living in a serious time.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, Yah says, and that's why it tells you in the book there that he's got 4 angels holding back the winds. Because let me tell you something. If it wasn't for those angels in there to hold back and all that, those things there, we would have already blown up ourselves and destroyed ourselves. Y'all is not going to let this thing get out of hand. Therefore, you better make sure you're on the right side. Better make sure you're on the winning side. And Israel is the winning side. Yes.
You say Iran is giving ballistic missiles to Iraq.
Oh, yeah. Well, that,
We're hitting Israel.
yeah. they are they got what Russia, and that's what Netanyahu from Israel got over there and told them that the reason why we don't want them over there is because we don't want the missiles and stuff over there and all those things and all that. So Russia coming back and talk to him and everything, and so we'll talk to see what we can do. So Iran said, okay, what we'll do is we'll move those missiles that they said. In the meantime, still building a new missile base in Syria, which is okay. Them rockets, those missiles that they said we're gonna move them to Iran. But the problem over it is that you can still reach Israel. That's why Israel want them away from that because it's too close. You know.
Well, I think it's the result of Trump's failure to rein in, and he should have stayed with that so-called deal that Obama did. Then it wouldn't be so escalated.
I agree.
That's what Iran is doing. He's talking about closing the Gulf of Tonkin, and closing that passage so all don't get. Hormuz.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was Tonkin.
Mm-mm.
But the Hormuz holding that, doing all of that thing there, and then that's what an escalation is doing.
And that's what it's and see, that's the whole fact that we don't understand. If he closes the Strait of Hormuz, it's going to affect us all.
Correct.
Even though we got our own oil and we got all those things and everything there, but your gas prices is affected by it.
Correct. Speculators.
Let them do that then. Guess what going to happen to your gas price in the pump?
$5 a gallon.
It's going to shoot up. And you're going to be hurt by that.
It seemed like he tried.
Your heating in your houses and stuff, and gas that you got from like that, go up. Everything going on that thing. Plastic and all those things there that come from all residue and all those stuff there. Guess what? All that goes up. I remember we could go by and buy a quart of oil, see?
25 cents a quart.
Yeah.
Gasoline was 25, 35 cents, I remember.
You can't buy a quart of oil now. You gotta pay $2, $2, $3 for a quart of oil.
$4.
Huh?
$5 or $6.
Yeah, $5 or $6.
Yeah.
You might get that cheaper off at $3.
Yeah, you cheap on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All these things that we're talking about, dear folks, has an effect on on everything. And all those things should let us know, and we need to be aware of those things so we can work responsible to those things. When the Master said, when the Mashiach said, watch and pray always. See? When you see these things out, how do you tie it in with the truth? How do you tie it in what he says? This is where your expertise come in, and this is why if you're not used to doing those things here, you just can't all of a sudden start doing that. See? Therefore, so goes Israel and the things of the world, so goes the end of the world. The time is wrapping up there, folks. And if we still skating around, slacking around here, and this and all that, thinking we got plenty of time, the master delays is coming, as he already told us. There's going to be some that do that and say that, yeah. We ain't got no worry about it. And be caught unaware. Don't be that people. See, I'm determined that we're not going to be that people. Therefore, we're going to watch everything and be aware of it. And those that value it, good. You that don't, you're going to be caught unaware. See? And it's going to be bad for those that are caught unaware. All right. So, one thing is for sure. People been hollering for years we're in the last days. Where did they get that idea from? Where did they get that idea from? Stop watching what's going on.
Right. Look at Matthew.
They'll tell you that, yeah, man, well, things are going nowadays and everything. We gotta be in the last days. You don't just drop up and say that just to be saying it.
It's amazing how they say that and don't prepare.
I know it, but you know. Children being rebellious against parents, ruling, and they can't do all that. Hey, that's what the Bible says, and they'll tell you that, say that there. But yet they still lackadaisical, just skating along like it's. It's coming, dear folks, and we're getting close. Where will you be? Where will you be called? That's up to you. See? But I'm going to watch and pray always that why I might be worthy, that we might be worthy to escape these things and qualifying God's judgment. See? And if you don't, you're going to come up short. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right. We're going to ask you to stand for our tea time. That is Teshuvah time. During this particular time here, and during this particular time, we read the scriptures, so you need to have your Bibles. And we're going to turn to Psalms 27. That's page 8113 in the complete. Yeah, page 813 in the complete. Page, yeah. I will read the first verse, and you will respond with the second and on until we get to the last one, and we'll read that together. Adonai is my light and salvation. Whom do I need to fear? Adonai is the stronghold of my life. Of whom should I be afraid?
When
The evildoers settle me
to devour my flesh, my adversaries and foes, they stumble and fail.
If an army encamps against me, my heart will not fear. If war breaks out against me, even then I will keep trusting.
Just one thing that I ask of my mind. Only this will I seek, to live in the house of God all the days of my life,
And
to see the beauty of Adonai, and visit in his temple.
For he will conceal me in his shelter on the day of trouble. He will hide me in the folds of his tent. He will set me high on a rock.
Then my head will be lifted up above my surrounding foes, and I will offer in his tent sacrifices with shouts of joy. I will sing praise to Adonai.
Listen, Adonai, to my voice when I cry. Show favor to me and answer me.
My heart said of you, seek my face. Your face, Adonai, I will seek.
Do not hide your face from me. Don't turn your servant away in anger. You are my help. Don't abandon me. Don't leave me. God, my Savior.
Even though my father and mother have left me, Adonai will care for me.
Teach me your way, Adonai. Lead me on a level path because of my enemies.
Don't give me up to the foes of my foes,
For false witnesses have risen against me,
also those who are breathing violence.
If I hadn't believed that I would see Adonai's goodness in the land of the living. All together.
Put your hope in Adonai.
Be strong and let your heart take courage. Yes, put your hope in Adonai. Hallelujah. All right. Remain standing. Fatah Baraka. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who have given us your Torah, the writings and the prophet, and the bread that desired by thy great spirit, and have commanded us to diligently teach them unto our children, unto our people, and all people of the earth. And let all Israel say, Amen. Okay, you may be seated. Our Torah read for this week's Parasha is taken from the book of Deuteronomy, the 26th chapter, starting at the first verse through the 29th chapter and 8th verse. That is Deuteronomy 26:1 through the 29th chapter and 8th verse. Our house Torah reading is taken from the book of Isaiah, the 60th chapter, 1 through the 22nd verse. That is Isaiah 60, 1 through the 22nd verse. This week's Parasha is Parasha 50, which is Ki Tavo, which means when you enter. Our scripture reading will be taken from the house Torah reading, which will be given by Shemash. Let us give him our undivided attention as we read the word of Yah to us.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
May you be inscribed in the book of life for a good year.
Same unto you.
Our scripture reading will be taken from the book of Isaiah, the 60th chapter, starting at the 9th verse through the 15th verse. Isaiah 60, starting at the 9th verse through the 15th verse. The coastlands are putting their hope in me, with the tired ship in the lead to bring your children from far away, and with them their silver and gold, for the sake of Adonai your God, the Holy One of Israel, who glorifies you. Foreigners will rebuild your walls. Their kings will be at your service. For in my anger I struck you, but in my mercy I pity you. Your gates will also be open. They will not be shut by day or by night, so that people can bring you the wealth of nations, with their kings led in possession. For the nations or kingdoms that won't serve you will perish. Yes, those nations will be utterly destroyed. The glory of the Lebanon will come to you, cypress together with elm trees and larches, to beautify the site of my sanctuary. I will glorify the place where I stand. The children of your oppressors will come and bow low before you. All who disperse you will fall at your feet, calling you the city of Adonai, Zion, the Holy One of Israel. In the past you were abandoned and hated, so that no one would even pass through you. May y'all add a blessing to the reader.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Dear folks, we have got to understand something. And if we don't understand this picture and all those things here, this is where we get offline. See? You're not your own. What do you mean by that there? I mean that we were created by someone else. And there was a purpose and plan for our creation. Why are you here? See? And what was your purpose and plans? See? It ain't like what we do. Some people are here, children are here because of accident.
Unplanned event, they say.
See? What?
Unplanned event.
Oh, unplanned event. All right.
Having fun doing it.
But Yah deliberately planned us and planted us here for a purpose and for a plan. See? And so all the bottom line in those things there is that if you don't qualify, then you're just going to be out. You can have the most beautiful car there is, I don't care, but that bad boy won't run and get you nowhere. You're going to get tired of walking in that sun out there and everything. Hey, something will happen to that. Either that car going to have to go or get wrong, or you're going to get fixed. If you ain't going to be sitting up there and having, oh, boy, you got a beautiful car out there, and you steadily walking in out there, and out there in that sun out there, and it's cold out there, you got to walk in the rain and everything, your car's sitting up there at the house, and that ain't going to work. Right?
Right.
Might be another car sitting there, ain't looking as good and everything, but it works.
That's right.
That other's going to be gone. So I said that to say this here. Same way with us. God made us in those things, but He has a purpose, and we need to learn. And if you can't supply that purpose for what you are made for and all those things there, what do He need you for?
That's right.
See? So Yah comes along and tell us those things there, and for us to be able to get along. And so you can understand that this is what you want. We go to Deuteronomy, the 26th chapter. And it says, when you enter. What is this entering is talking about? Do you know this was a promise that God had promised way back, a long time with Abraham. Years later, he's now beginning to fulfill that. But there were restrictions. You just can't come in there and do what you want to do. And I don't know where we get this idea from, but I guess it's just the way we are. Because we just come in and just do whatever we want to do. And folks got to go along with it. Don't work that way. See? So God is telling Israel, when you enter into the land, I got a picture of what I want you to display. I always used to tell y'all right there, parents used to tell us, when you go down to sister so-and-so's house or brother so-and-so's house, don't you go down there and shame me.
Oh, you know what that means.
You better, if you didn't know what that meant, you better find you better ask some questions as to what that meant. You better ask some questions. Well, what do you mean by don't shame you? Now I'm gonna tell you what that means. When you go down to Mr. So-and-so's house down there, everything like that, you go by his rules.
Right?
Don't have him come up here telling me that boy come down there and I told him to do so and so and so on, and they didn't do so and so on, and he wouldn't do what I told him to do and all that stuff, and I had to get it. Oh, you're in trouble now because you're going to get another getting. And as I always told you, it wasn't no asking you, give you no opportunity to lie, because if you do, you're going to lie. Your children, if you give them an opportunity, they will lie to you.
You know, little angels.
You sit up there and believe all you want, but don't. Yeah, them little angels will lie to you. They ain't stupid. Did you do that? No, I didn't do that. You the only one there. You know you didn't do it. And they all was out to do it. I didn't do it. I wasn't nowhere around there. What's that on your mouth there and everything there? I don't know.
I wasn't ready for the trick here myself.
At least Abraham had him a plan, didn't he?
Yep. So we see that you got to be able to do those things there. So God told them the first thing, and God gave them. See, God, when He give you rules and regulations, that's for your good.
Mm-hmm.
So they reminded us, when you go down there, don't you shame me. That was for our good. Because they knew if you went over to brother so and so, you went over there and you cut up, they're gonna reach and grab you and tear you up. And then they're gonna come and
tell your mom and daddy what they did.
right, they're gonna come back and tell me.
Then you're gonna get another one.
I had to get them. And that's all they had to say was I had to get them. And that meant that you gonna get another one.
Told you not to go down there.
Because you shamed me down there. And after the woman, man, hey, you learn to kind of get your act together there. That's right, you got two of them. And then another thing about that there, it's hard to get a chance to go
Back up there.
right, because you messed that trust up.
That's right. Don't send that little baby.
Can we go down to so-and-so? No, you gonna stay here. No. But everybody else want to go down there. Everybody else going down there, but you gonna stay here because you don't know how to act. Because you gonna go down there and shame me again, then I'm gonna have to kill you then. No, if you let me go again, I promise you I ain't gonna cut up. But you gotta work hard to get that trust back. See? God give us warnings and those things there for our good. So God told Israel, now when you get ready to go into the land, I got some things I want you to not to forget and I want you to do because it's for your good. Because if you don't, you're going to go there and mess up. And then you want to get my wrath rather than my blessings. See? You go back down there and do good and everything. Boy, you sure got a good. My grandmother's name was Christine. That's what they do. And Christine, right? How they really have ever called and stuff about my mother's name, but they were all my grandmother's. I don't know what it was. And they said, "It's a good boy. You got to train good and everything. Now he can come down here anytime. He can come down." You know, when you make those things and you do it, you get that trouble. People want you around and they don't mind you doing those things. When you cut up and you know all that and react to all that, don't nobody want you around. See? But anyway, so God is telling them, you're getting ready to enter into this land. I'm kicking these folks out here that was in there before. And he gave them a warning. Don't you be like them. Don't you go in there and start picking up their practice and their ways. Because I ain't going to like it. And you don't want to be angry. So the best way I'm going to do it, I got some things I want you to keep up in your mind that's going to help you to don't slip and mess up. And that's what we're going to start reading about here in Deuteronomy 26, start reading at the first verse.
Okay. When you have come to the land Adonai your God has given you as your inheritance, taking possession of it and settle there, you are to take the first fruits of all the crops, the ground yields, which you will harvest from your land that Adonai your God is giving you. Put them in a basket and go to the place where Adonai your God will choose to have his name live. You will approach the Kohen, holding office at the time, and say to him, Today I declare to Adonai your God that I have come to the land Adonai swore to our ancestors that he will give us. The Kohen will take the basket from your hand and put it down in front of the altar of Adonai your God.
Now, do you know what y'all was doing here? Do you know what principle God was setting for? People say, well, I ain't got to do that, and I will. Yeah, yes, you do. God was setting up a principle for Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And that principle that he was setting up was to always have God first. That's what the bickerings were. The first fruit. He didn't say first fruit for no reason. First fruit means the first fruit to come out and everything. Before you eat it and everything there, it belongs to me.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't get yourself all locked up into your own self and your own ideas of things. So he told him, this is what you're to do. When you get into the land, because I'm just getting ready to cut off your manna. I'm getting ready to cut off your manna that you used to go out there and do. And you got to depend upon the fruit of the land and your growing and your harvest and everything. But I don't want you to forget me. I don't want you to understand. I want you to understand that you still need me. You need to. Therefore, that's what the tithes is all about.
Mm-hmm.
Tithes is the same form. It's to place God first. And when you do those things, that's easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
He said he claimed that. That's his. The first big ring, that's his. So he said, when you get into the land, this is what I want you to do. So you don't never forget me first. Have me first in a right perspective. God is not going to settle for no last and no. Yeah. I'm first. See? And if you can't be first, no, you ain't gonna put me on the tail end. Well, if I get all this out now, then maybe I can see what I can do. And no. Our God is not a desperate God. He ain't got to settle for that. So he demanded the first fruit. You know how Israel did that on the first fruit? You know how they did it? What did they do? They go out and examine the trees and all that stuff. That was their life.
Mm-hmm.
That was their living. People say, well, what about it today? And I ain't got no fruit trees and all that. What is your living? What is your operation of livelihood? That was their livelihood.
Mm-hmm.
Our work is not that big.
That's exactly right. Principle still is the same.
Mm-hmm.
Keep God first. See? If you want to bless you in your job, you want to bless you on those things, keep Him first.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they go out and check the trees and everything, and the first trees and everything that start having, they start seeing some fruit coming and everything there, they would take and get a straw or a yellow band and they would wrap it around there. And it be said, hey, this is a first fruit.
Don't touch.
That's right. This belongs to
Yeah.
Yah. Nobody must mess with that. Nobody want to bother what I'm saying. This belongs to Yah. Now, Shamash, I don't know how this worked here, but evidently Yah took care of it because you told me about that peach that you had there. Oh, you had that peach there, your tree there, and there was somebody else that had the knives on that there. With the squirrels or the
Squirrels. One, it was so beautiful and pretty. I say, I was doing something. I was taking something in the house, so I say, I'm gonna take this in the house and I'm gonna come back and get this piece. And I went in there and something retracted me. And I waited like a couple of hours before I went back, it was gone.
Now for a couple of hours.
Yeah, you got it.
You know they enjoyed it too.
It was so sweet.
They gonna squirrels, they eat up everything.
So what I'm saying is that maybe you might, if you cross that all out and everything there, and that the animals got something there, you know, then hey, you didn't have anything to do with that, see, you know, but you had to parse it off for God and everything there. But no human being was supposed to do that.
I remember now, I know what happened. I forgot and I was at work. And I called Evelyn, go out there and give me that peach off of that tree, I forgot it. She went out there, she said, what peach?
Be like one of my brothers said here the other night. He said he had something in mind to do, and he got in that seat. He said when he sat down in that seat, it was over with. It's over with, ain't it?
Right.
That seat's a bad boy.
Yeah.
Next day, you know, you waking up and like, oh, hey.
Especially if you're tired and anyway, mama.
Yeah. You on this pool too, you just sit down in this.
Yeah, right. and so we see here, but that's what you did. You wrapped that around there and those things there, and that was that. And whenever they came over there, whenever the cleaners or whatever came by there, they knew nothing about that there. Your servants and all that, they knew nothing about it because that was placing y'all first.
That's right.
And before you ate of any of those things there, before you ate of anything there, you had to go through that and eat it. You took that and you went to the priest and you offered that up and you waved that offering. Now all that was teaching us to keep Yah first in your life. Because we so easily forget. And next thing you know, we'll have it way on the back burner. We'll have it way out there. And that's not the right place to do it. Go to the 14th verse for shortness of time. 14th verse of the same chapter.
Okay. I haven't eaten any of this food when mourning. I haven't put any of it aside when unclean, nor have I even any of it for the dead. I have listened to what Adonai my God has said, for I have done everything you ordered me to do. Look out from your holy dwelling place from heaven, and bless your people Israel, and the land you gave us as you swore to our ancestors, the land flowing with milk and honey.
Therefore, what he's saying here is that was the last part of what you got to see in that wave off and everything there. Not only was the fact that you were saying that this is your first, but you were saying that, hey, this is the first, and I haven't touched anything, I haven't eaten anything until I bring this first. And now I brought this. And now, place you where you're supposed to be. And I ask you to bless me, continue to bless me, and to give me those blessings and those things there that we might go forth. That was to keep God first, dear folks. You judge your own self and ask your own self during this time here, getting ready to go through this time. We're going through the time of Teshuvah and those things there where we're working at all things. And you're going to be, every one of us is going to be tested. And you're going to be checked on. How are you going to pass the test? How have you lived up to placing God first in your life? Okay? Have you done that? Or have you preferred everything else first and then God on the last end? That's not good, dear folks. You mean to tell me they had to wait and they couldn't even eat could not even eat anything until they bought that first fruit there? The bickering. That's how serious it is. Okay? If you don't choose those right things, and like I say, it was for our good. Y'all wasn't hungry. But he wanted us to understand something. And if he didn't do it, he wasn't going to starve to death. No. But you were just going to get knocked out of those blessings. And let me tell you something. During the agricultural season and everything, it was the blessed thing to have the rain and the stuff on the right time. See? You go out there and plant your garden, do all you want to do, but if that rain come at the wrong time or it don't come at all, you just went out there and done something for nothing.
Come too much.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to. Yeah, I've done that and had to replant over again because. So we still need y'all dealing in our lives. Sowing is the same way. Y'all wants us to keep that relationship and to keep that thing going. We represent him. We're his witnesses. And how does it look? We got everything. We do everything except for the things that come to God. We ain't got nothing for him. Okay? Yes, it don't stop us from good down praying and ask, Lord, give me this. Lord, I need this. And then when I ask you, when I do the thing, what do you do? What do you do with it? What position I'm the last thing on the list. I want you to know something, dear folks. Our God will treat us just like we treat him. Okay. Y'all got that?
Yes, sir.
If we treat him the last thing on the list, he's going to treat you the last thing on the list. You treat him the first thing on the list, he'll treat you the same way. We need to understand that. We need to learn that. We can't outgive our God, dear folks. I want you to understand that. You cannot outdo him.
Amen.
If you gave all that you got, you still can't outdo him.
Amen.
Well, that's crazy. Who gonna do something like that there? Who gonna do something like that? Give all they got. Now that shows us wrong now. Is that what you ask the people to do? Give everything they got?
No.
See?
Just give what due him.
What's wrong with that? Let me tell you something. The woman gave all she had. And I see nowhere where the Messiah said that she was crazy for doing it. Have you? No. Have any of y'all seen it enough where he called her crazy? No. As a matter of fact, he praised her. Didn't he?
Yes, he did.
But why did we think the person got to be crazy if they do that? And we know he's no praise on him. You see how our thoughts and how our dealings have transformed and changed? And we don't even aware of it. I use my 5 senses. You better use your senses. You know? Yeah, that's what's wrong. That's what gets you in trouble. Them 5 senses of yours. I was right there along with you there. I'm talking about experience because I had to get chastised about that. You know, y'all had to get on me about that because I had that same attitude. You know, so I stopped doing that. But ain't a good thing. God's good to us. He only asks us 10%, and we can't even do that. We let somebody talk us all that. We let somebody tell us, "Now you ain't got to do that no more. You ain't got to do that." You don't think God still expects us to have the bigger ring? You don't think God still wants to be the first? He still wants that position. He still wants to be first in our lives, dear folks. Help him change that. That was just the livelihood that we had. People go around there and talk about that. Hey, I don't grow no more and everything else, so I don't have to pay no tithes no more because I ain't got this and all that. Hey, where's your livelihood? Do you have a livelihood? That growing the trees and all stuff was Israelite forefathers' livelihood. That's why it was so important to them. You still got a livelihood, you know what I'm saying? Where do we place God at? See? God said, when you enter to the land, I don't want you to shame me. I don't want you to make me look bad. By doing like these other folks, going around and doing all this other stuff here. I don't like that. Don't follow their ways. Don't be like them. I want you to be a different people. I want you to show them. I want you to be an example of them. Not you go follow their ways and start practicing doing like them doing it and following after them. Yeah, I got to use my fast. I ain't going to do this. I got to do this and I got to do that and I got to save all this and all. Hey, no. He says, don't do those things here. I have a plan for you. And that plan is for you to be a special. As a matter of fact, we go to Deuteronomy. Read on the next 2 verses there.
Okay.
18 and 19. And you're going to see what that's all about.
Okay. In turn, Adonai is agreeing today that you are his own unique treasure.
Unique treasure. This is what we got to understand, dear folks. You can't be like everybody else. You can't run around hollering. Them other folks don't do that there. Other people don't do that. You ain't like these other folks. And if you can't stand to be a special people, you don't qualify to be his people. Because God is looking for a special people. A peculiar people, a holy people, a set out people for him. I heard people come up to me, I wouldn't do so and so. You mean to tell you do this here and then give all that now? Yes, I sure did. Okay? The building fund came up, we gave money to do all these things and all that, and guess what? I didn't starve to death. I didn't stop. We did it. We still here. Why did we listen to these folks? They tell us all this, say all this other stuff here, and knock us out of our blessings. So God said, when you enter the land, don't make the wrong decision. Don't be like they done. Their folks will kick me out. They don't want to have nothing to do with me, and they don't run out to do what they want to do. Got their own private ideas and stuff, and I hate it. You might like it, but do God like it? in my heart that's the problem. Right there, that's the problem.
Your wicked heart.
The one that's desperately wicked.
Yes!
Yeah.
That thing that's desperately wicked, that's what you count on. Yeah. But I feel deep in my heart that this is right, and I feel right about this here, and I think y'all wrong about this. And you can count on that. Well, good luck. Good luck. And you deserve whatever you get.
Everything.
Because he done told you what that heart is all about. He done told you, and you think I'm going to trust on that? No way! No way! He said it's desperately wicked. See? Therefore, don't let your feelings get you mixed all up. Lord, but you don't understand, Lord. I'm hungry. And boy, that food right there look good and everything. I know I got a desert too, but my babies and stuff need food and we need to eat. God done said that don't bother that there until you take it up there and do what I told you to do. And then you eat after that. But we hungry. I'm using my 5 senses. I'm going to go on and do this. I'm going to go on and eat and everything like that. Okay. See, we start thinking in our own mind and our own thoughts, and you get yourself messed all up. Yes, we did all those things I'm talking about. And why do you think we got kicked out the land? Now we want to blame it on the Khazari Jews and stuff. No, you got kicked out because you didn't do what y'all told us to do.
That's right.
And they're going to get mad at some other folks because they do what God said. And some of them are doing what God said. And he's going to get mad at them, upset with them. Hey, it don't make you no difference. Okay. You don't rule Yah. Yah rules us. Yah rules us. See? He said, you are 18:9. Did you finish reading?
Okay. Today, that you are his own unique treasure, as he promised you, that you are to observe all these mitzvahs, and that he will raise you high above all the nations he has made, in praise, reputation, and glory, and that, as he said, you will be a holy people for Adonai your God.
Now, can we stand? Can we qualify? Can we stand in the light of being that special people? That's what the whole thing is about. That's what it's all about. And when you come to these holy people and everything, you can't be like everybody else.
That's right.
You can't talk like other folks talk. You can't dress like other folks dress. You can't eat like other folks eat. Oh, but hey, no. I got to have my catfish now. No. You don't go too far now. I heard y'all doing that. Hey, but hey, I got to have that ham now. Now y'all don't go too far now. You can't be that special people, dear folks. That's the bottom line to it. I ain't going back over there no more because they do stuff I don't like and all that stuff. Hey, you just can't be God's special people, that's all. And don't think you're going to run around and go somewhere else and all that stuff. When you go there, you're going to be the same thing. He's the same God everywhere.
Everywhere.
Same rule applies.
Same rule.
Same rule applies.
Wherever you are.
Talking to one guy there, he come in, he said, he said, hey, can I work on the Shabbat? He said, is it right? The other rabbis say that as long as I work maybe just one Sabbath out of the whole month and everything, that would be all right, as long as I don't make a habit of doing that like that. He says, so what do you say? So So he asked me what I say. I said, it don't matter what I say. I said, it don't matter what I say. I said, if I told you to go head on everything, then it wouldn't matter. And I said, if I tell you don't do it and everything, then it ain't going to matter, because he didn't. Because he had his mind made up, you know. The other rabbis and other folks told him that, you know, like that. I said, but hey, I said, just for you to understand and know everything, I agree with y'all. No time is it all right for you to do it. Yeah.
One guy said to me, man, now old school, now you know, man, you gotta eat some pork, man. Suppose you was on a desert island somewhere and it was nothing but pork out there. No other meat to eat but pork. And all that meat out there, you mean to tell me you wouldn't eat it? I said, man, I'm going to starve to death, or y'all is going to provide. One of the two.
Well, he gave you the green herb before he gave you the meat.
Yeah, well,
there you go.
If it's edible, because most plants are not edible. I got to know which edible it is.
Eat some grass.
You can drag like an ox, right?
You got a lot of fruits out there and a lot of things that grows out there.
I like my meat, though.
I'm going to make a way for you.
I got to have some meat, Jim.
See that once again, but I like it. But just long as we don't get that carried away, get that out of. See, out of perspective. We gonna be that special people if we got that special people require special things from you.
Yeah.
You can't be like everybody. And when you start trying to run around here and be like everybody, trying to follow, you're no good for God. That's why I tell folks when they come in and run there and they want to start doing, well, we kind of do it this way. And I like to hear that, hey, no, you're in the wrong house. You're in the wrong house. We don't do stuff that way. He said, I'm going to send them pastors that's going to feed them with knowledge of stuff according to my heart, not theirs and not his. And if you just got to have it that way, then you need to go back over yonder where you come from. Because it ain't going to change. It ain't going to change. Why? Because Yah said, when you enter the land, don't you shame me, don't you make me look bad. You keep my laws and statutes. Don't follow after what they did. Because let me tell you something. You don't want that whooping from Yah. You don't want that rap from Yah. And you got it coming. He said, if you don't pay your tithes and your offering and all those things, he said there's a blessing for doing it, and there's a curse if you don't. The curse is coming. It's coming.
Faster than you think.
My mom used to surprise me like that. You know, sometimes we'll go out and do something, you know, that, and you think you done got away. Oh, I figured I done got away, man. So I'm laying on the bed, sleeping good and everything. See, I thought I got it. Brother, I thought I got away with it. See, I'm not. Oh boy, I see. Sure, nothing to do that. Till all of a sudden, man. I feel that cover go off, man. Ooh, it's cold. She said, well, it ain't gonna be cold long. and she's working on it.
She said she's going to heat you up.
Yeah. She said, you ain't gonna be cold long. And she was right, too, boy. After a while, that cold turned into hot. So when you know, she picked her own time. She said, you thought I didn't forget all about that, didn't you? You thought you didn't get by that. She said, I didn't want to do all that running and chase it down here and have to do all that.
I just would say you must have been a runner.
Yeah, I was one of them runners, man.
But you still had to come back home.
Oh, yeah. So then I had an uncle boy.
Sooner or later.
I could outrun him, boy. Hey, he was slow, but he was just constant. And he run me down, boy. I run off away from him, man. He just keep trying to. He running down. I get tired of the fire, and he grabbed me, boy, turn on back. I be pleading with him, man, I'm going, let me go, man. You ain't got to do this. He said, yes, I do. I got to do this.
Oh, yes, I'm in trouble.
That's right. He says, either you or me. You want to mess up, it's going to be you. He said, that's my Uncle Grant, boy. And hey, he said, hey, no, you.
He said, you messed up?
That's right. He said, my sister say, hey, if you don't do it, and she gonna get me, and she will. So hey, now you going back, and hey, he drag me on back there, and then I got a double whooping on top of that there, you know, then around, all tied and everything there, and hey, so that's where y'all is. When you think you getting by with those things, yeah, you ain't getting by. He know exactly when to get you. See? Right when you think you're doing the well the best and you got everything going on, bam! That's when that curse come in. See? Therefore, let's keep God first. He was giving Israel some good advice for our good. Somehow the devil think that is that. Well, if I do this, if I give God the bickerines, the first fruit, and everything that, I'm doing bad to myself and all that stuff, and we start believing that I planted this and I did that, and I did all the work and everything that I should be the one to get the first fruits and all that stuff. See? Too many eyes in there. That's what's happening. And that's what we're doing. And when you get all them eyes in there, you get puffed up. And can't nobody tell you nothing. Can't nobody correct you. God pleaded with him, said, hey, look, you ain't your own. You don't belong to your own self. I chose you as my special people. And I want my special people to act a certain way, do a certain thing, and be a certain way. And when you don't do those things, ain't nobody going to jump up and praise you. Not even your little parents and stuff. You got to run around there. Who's that little bad boy? Who's that little... We had that what happened down there. Somebody asked, who's that little bad boy that's doing all that? The parents didn't jump up and say, that's my son. They said to him, I think that's so little kid that did nobody say nothing. Hey. But when they say, oh, that's a good little boy and all of that. Hey, my son! Hey. You can't beat them hollering and saying that. That's my daughter. Well, y'all the same way, dear folks. He put us in it. He made us like him. And we got his image and like him. We get all those attributes and those things from him. So we know how he is on certain things. Which should be no mystery to us.
He bragged on us like he bragged on Job.
That's right. So if you consider my servant Job down there, while you run around and doing all this stuff talking. Okay. Dear folks, let's don't get this thing all out of sort and everything here. Let us get those things in a line that it might be for us. Because Yah is the one that have plans for us, and he has those things for us here. Go to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. And you're going to read the first verse there, Deuteronomy 28:1.
If you listen closely to what Adonai your God says, observing and obeying all his mitzvot, which I am giving you today, Adonai your God will raise you high above all the nations on earth.
Now, there you go right there.
Mm-hmm.
I asked the guy asked me, why in the world we black folks and everything, why are we the lowest people in the world, and why does all this stuff happen to us, and why? Because we messed up.
Turned it down.
We messed up.
So did, big time.
We didn't heed Yah.
Mm-hmm.
We got over there in the land. We told it, when you go in, instead of us going over there and staying our own self over there, we went over there and blended in with the other folks.
Mm-hmm.
Want to act like them. Well, they do this in here, and they don't do this in here, and they let you do this here, and we ain't got to do all of that there and all. Who say what you ain't got to do, what you can?
Okay. Yeah.
Sure is.
They certainly ain't the ones that set the criteria.
You don't sit
Yeah.
down.
Yeah? And we ain't hearing it because y'all said you listen to what I say. We didn't do that. So for shortness of time there, go down to the 9th verse. Start reading it to 9th verse.
Okay. Adonai will establish you as a people, separated out for himself, as he has sworn to you. If you will observe the mitzvahs of Adonai your God and follow his ways, then all the people on earth will see that Adonai's name, his presence is with you.
No!
All right now.
Did you get that?
All right.
Have y'all done that? Have we done that? Have we portrayed that? Are you portraying that? What are you portraying? See? That's what God expected of us. God expected us to be the ones that portray his name and they see him and they'll be the people of Yah. Those are
Y'all's people there.
that's Yah's people there. See? They put their God first. They do this here and they do those. That's because the other folks didn't do those things. Yeah. This is what you do. They lean on to their God. Don't say, hey, what we do? We want on there, blending in with them, be like everybody else. We want to be like the other nations. Well, they do it like this here, and they don't do that there, and they do that there, and how come we can't do that there? And they. I hear that all the time. I hear it so many different times there and all that. That's why I corner upon it. Well, if that's all like that, and they like it, you like it, well, then you need to go back over there then. If you're not happy and if you ain't pleased with God's separated way and everything, then you're not gonna make it anyway. God is looking for a separated, a holy, a peculiar, a unique people.
Amen.
That will keep his laws.
Amen.
And don't worry about what these other folks are doing. And don't even want to be like them.
No.
We should be so straight and everything that people want to be like us. Not the other way around.
Amen.
That's what God's plan was. And that's the way it's going to be. See? And those few, those that will hold on to it, you will be successful. Don't mean that you with the big crowd.
Right.
Because broad is the way that leads to destruction. But narrow is the gate. And few there be that find it. And can stay in there.
That's it.
Too narrow for me. Hey, I got to. I can't do what I want to do. I can't bring all this garbage with me. I got to let all this. Be like what's the guy's name? One of the guys come here and he came in and he said, I can't do this and I can't do that and I can't do this. What can I do? See? And therefore, we find that there are things that we can do, and we got to follow through on those things there that it might be well with us. So, okay. Read on.
Okay. Then all the people on earth will see that Adonai's name, his presence is with you, so that they will be afraid of you. Adonai will give you great abundance of good things, of the fruit of your body, the fruit of your livestock, and the fruit of your land, in the land Adonai swore to your ancestors to give you. Adonai will open for you his good treasure, the sky to give you land its rain at the right season, and to bless everything you undertake. You will lend to many nations and not borrow.
Now notice this. Has to do with your financial situation. Y'all will get into that. See? Ain't gonna let nothing. You'll be, people be coming to borrow from you. Say you'll lend to nations and all those things there. In order for you to lend to them, that means you gotta have it. Right?
Right?
You gotta have it.
You can't lend something you ain't got.
And to nations too, that's billions of dollars.
But that's what God said that's what he said he'll do for us. But boy, it sure ain't talking about us, because we know that. I wonder why. We are working people. They try to talk about we're lazy and all that, but we're not lazy folks as far as working and doing those things. Yeah? Something didn't work out right. Something didn't happen. Somehow we skipped and missed this. See? Because we listened to the wrong one. We hearkened to something that, and we're missing out even today. God still is saying that, hey, I have avenues of blessings for you. And we cut ourselves off from those avenues of blessing. See? Some of us, 10% is too much. That's too much. That's ridiculous. 50% ain't too much. But he said only 10%. And we can't do that. It's just like I was talking to the other guy. God asked for one day out of 7, and we can't do that. God is fine. Asking for one day. We can't give him that. God, I give you 2 or 3 hours of that day. Then I got to go do my thing.
That's right. That's what they say.
I got to go do, hey, I can't be here all day long. I got other stuff to do.
Well, they ain't going to be able to stay in
He asked for that day.
They ain't going to be able to stay in the kingdom.
We can't even give him one day.
And if the game is playing that day, they're going to cut it shorter than that.
There they go. We got other stuff we got to go do and all those things. He said, I gave you 6 days and you can't give me one? You complain about that? That's too long. He asked for all of that day.
Okay. That's your father. If it's your father, you got to pay.
Yeah, for that whole day. Show you how we are and show you how we done got to where we
6 o'clock.
Ask yourself that. Ask yourself about how are we faring with God? How are we doing a test? How are we doing a judgment against God? We ain't faring too good, dear folks. I've heard people say, I just can't sit there that long and all that, but we can go out to the bingo hall or we can go somewhere else and all that, and you sit there all night long.
2 or 3 days, some of them.
All day long instead of
2 or 3 days. Yeah, I heard of them doing it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, some of them, hey. Spend all your money into it there too. And man, because you ain't got no more money to stay up there.
Right.
See? Yeah, bills and stuff. Hey, bills and stuff gone. Ain't none of that stuff like when it comes to y'all and everything. Lord, I have to pay all. Now once I pay all my bills and stuff, then if I got something left, I come get out there to you for an offering and for this and all that, for an offering and all that and everything. But I got to take care of all that first. But you go up there on the hill up there. Everything goes. Bill money and everything goes. And then come up with a lie about it. Well, hey, I got robbed and everything.
Yeah, you got robbed.
You got robbed, all right?
They got cameras for that.
See? That just to show you how. But they ain't talking about none of us. You know, because we've already made our mind, we're going to be that special. Right? And if you don't, and if you haven't done that, and you guilty of it, all you got to do is teshuva.
That's right. That's right.
Turn it around.
That's it.
Yeah.
Tell them I say, hey, look, I don't want to be like that. That ain't the way I want. I'm changing. I'm returning back. I'm cutting all that stuff loose. See? You've been stealing, stop stealing. You've been lying, cheating, stop doing all those things. You've been robbing God, so stop robbing God. Pay your tithes and offering. Do those things there. And that you might be blessed with Him. That you might qualify and be that special people that He wants. All of these things are part of you being that special people. You just can't choose to select, but I want to be this and that's going to make me that. No, it's a whole package deal. That makes you that special people. I guarantee you, it will go well with you. He said, all over the windows of heaven, I'll pour you out a blessing that you won't have room enough. Right now, we're reading about it in Deuteronomy. We're reading about all the blessings He said He's going to do. He said, I'm going to make you the lender, not the borrower. I'm going to place you above all the other nations. And all that doing here, read the 15th verse there. And we're going to see what happens.
Okay. But if you refuse to pay attention to what Adonai your God says, and do not observe and obey all these mitzvahs and regulations which I am giving you today, then all the following curses will be yours in abundance.
Oh my goodness. We're not going to go over those curses, dear folks. But you need, when you go home and read over those things and see who people do identify as out. See who that fits. When I tell you that was our forefathers that messed up.
Big time. I own that.
They made the wrong choice and it affected us for generations. Instead of us being the lead and the head and everything, we're the drag, we're the talk about.
We're the tail.
We in the slave ship.
That's right.
In the bottom of it.
Why? Because we didn't do what He said do. When you enter into the land, you know what I'm saying? I want you to be that special people. I want you to be that peculiar people.
That's right.
So I'm going to ask you once again, can you be that special people? How many of y'all want to be that special people?
Yeah.
See? Well, it's up to you. It's up to you. But it's something you got to make up in your mind. And yes, you're going to have trouble with it. The enemy going to try to come and entice you and tip you away from that. But you got to say no to those things. And say, no, I'm going to do what our God say do. I want to be that special people because He have a special reward for us. Okay? He got a special reward for us. Okay? In closing for today, our forefathers chose wrong. If you don't believe it, as I said, read those curses, see, and see who that fit, what people fit stand. And then you'll know that who you're talking to. Okay? No other folks in the world fits that beside us.
That's right.
So I know what I'm saying when I tell you that our forefathers chose wrong. Let us, teshuva, that's what it's going to take. Not hating the white man, not hating the brother, not getting all this other stuff. We got to teshuva. Turn around and get things straight with our God where we messed up at. Then He will excel and bring us up.
That's right.
You can't bring our own selves up.
Because one white man is we picking on the wrong thing. Oh, God, he said we're picking on the wrong people.
Yeah. Let us to Shura, accept Yah's plan for life, and receive his blessings. This is what I want to give to us for this week's Parasha. We trust that Yah will bless you and keep you on that end, and he will continue to wake us up. Check yourselves. If you check yourselves, see, you don't need nobody to judge you and check you.
That's right.
But don't turn away judgment and checking, because all these things are for your good. See? Better to be able to check now while you have a chance to teshuva than to get checked when you don't have no time to teshuva. When he say, away, get out of my sight. I never knew you. You run around there thinking you doing God and all that thing. And he said, I never knew you.
That's bad.
Now that's going to be bad. All the stuff you done did and everything down, all the stuff down, you get to think about it. He said, I never knew you. Who is you? So we can get ourselves deceived in thinking that we're this and we're that there, and we ain't what we think we are. And that goes for all of us. Therefore, that's why we have to check ourselves and do those things here. As our oath is, how should we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? If I forget thee, O Yerushalayim, let my right hand forget her cunning. If I cannot remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. If I prefer not Yerushalayim above my chief joy. Psalm 137, verses 5 and 6. Shalom, shalom from now, and we hope to see you shortly here. Yom Teruah will be coming up on the 10th, which will be on Monday. That will be a day that we are to do no service work, and we're to be here for that appointment. So let us get our plans and mindset to meet God at his Moedim time. All right. We're going to now have the urge to go